I am here to keep you all updated with what is happening in the Minecraft community. Welcome back, my name is Echo. Hope you're having a great day. Today in this video, we have been given the first glimpse of the Mangrove Biome, which of course is coming in the 1.19 Wild update. But we have been told by the developers not to expect it in any snapshots or betas anytime soon. There's still a lot of work to do. Also in today's video, I'm going to be going over the information that was given to us during the second Minecraft Now show, which is where the developers talk about what's going on with Minecraft. Today in this video, we can talk about fireflies, because originally frogs were going to eat fireflies. That's not going to happen anymore. Let's start off with what is happening with Minecraft Java Edition. Very recently, Minecraft Java Edition has been given the pre-release 2 for the version 1.18.2. There has been a handful of technical changes and fixes, and apart from that, there really hasn't been too much. But it is available, so an update is coming soon. The next thing in today's video, let's talk about the goat horn. Some of you may have noticed in the most recent Minecraft Bedrock Edition betas and previews, the goat horn has been slightly tweaked. But I got a question for you. What should the goat horn do in Minecraft? Get commenting down below. The best comments, the best ideas, I'll leave a heart. We have a tweet here from Hendrik. He said, "We are tinkering a bit with the goat horn feature. We've shipped an early experimental version on Bedrock. If you've tried it out, then any feedback is welcome. To get a horn, trick a goat into ramming a tree." So they're looking for feedback on this feature, which to me is an indication that they're hoping to release it in the 1.19 Wild update. But as you can see, I took this from the latest beta. They have been tweaking with the goat horn. Unfortunately though, no news on archaeology and no news on bundles. Likely not going to make it in the Wild update. Moving on to the Mangrove Biome. We have a tweet here from Japper, who is an artist over at Mojang. He said some insights into the new upcoming Mangrove Biome. It's still a work in progress, but we want to know what you think. Unfortunately, it will need to stay in the oven for a little while longer. So, it will not be available in any upcoming snapshots or betas. And we've got a video. Apologies on the quality because Twitter really does butcher videos. Nonetheless, I'm curious on your opinions about this. They've released this video. They've released a couple of screenshots because they want feedback on the mangroves. My first initial thought is obviously on the floor, it's mud. There's going to be mud blocks. I don't like them. There's just not enough variety. It just doesn't seem very, I don't know what the word is to use, but I'm just not really liking it. There needs to be a couple of different mud variations. As for the trees, I'm a huge fan. They're like scattered across tall trees, small trees. You can see that the logs and whatever else is attached to it is really sprawled out, and that is what a mangrove is like. But from my recollection, a mangrove is like slushy mud rather than smooth, solid mud variations. Curious on your opinions. So the first picture we were given is this one. Again, Mojang Studios, it's a work in progress. Let's talk about what is dangling down. I had to do a little bit of research on this. Those are called mangrove propagules. And it says mangrove seeds are technically called propagules because unlike most other plants, seeds, mangrove propagules germinate while still on the tree. This is an adaptation that helps them to grow rapidly upon falling to soil below once they are ripe. So I had to do a little bit of research on that. It's good to see that Mojang are going to be introducing these propagules. I hope I'm saying it right as well. Obviously, you can see vines. I am liking the roots. Those are root blocks, right? They're transparent. I am a big fan of those. So I've been zooming in and out, trying to find something unique in this first screenshot. Didn't notice too much other than the vines on the floor. I kind of get the idea that they look like glow lichen. So can these vines spread? Or is it just, I don't know, a random thing that can only be spawned with these trees? So that's the first screenshot we did get given. Here is the next one. Again, there isn't too many differences throughout these pictures. I'm kind of liking the wood type. A lot of people said during the Minecraft live show, Minecon, that the wood was too close to jungle. It looks like they've tweaked and changed it. Again, the trees are fantastic. The root blocks are fantastic. The wood is fantastic. The vines are fantastic. I am not feeling the mud blocks. There needs to be some kind of variety. There needs to be like a wet variation, maybe. I just feel like the ground is incredibly static. So, yeah, I imagine that is definitely going to change because when I was reading the feedback that Jappa was getting, a lot of people were like, nah, the mud block's not it. And last but not least, we were given this one. I could imagine this biome being really fun during nighttime. There's going to be a lot of mobs. I feel like this is going to challenge the dark oak forest in mobs just spawning constantly. I'll leave a link down below if you want to go and check out these pictures in a little bit more detail. Or feel free to pause the video if you're interested in checking them out longer. Jappa then did go ahead and say thanks for all the feedback. I've seen a lot of stuff that we're already considering. Here is some stuff that we've been exploring. More inland water. Dead bushes to fill it up a little. Push the stick theme more. Potentially patches of grass to make the floor more diverse. And then he said, whether we're actually going with this, time will tell. The mangrove is still very much in progress. The feedback I wanted to gather here is primarily focused on the textures of the biome and the core feel. So, yeah, we talked about that. People were tweeting cattails to him. As you guys know, in mangroves, in swamps in general, they have cattails, which are these tall things that stick out. They're kind of like fluffy. I live close to like a little bit of a swampish, and they have them down there. That would be great. I would definitely love to see a couple more patches of grass. I want to see like a wet variation of the mud block. But yeah, more inland water I think could be a good idea. If you have any feedback, leave it in the comment section. Or head over to the feedback website. Or head over to Jappa's tweet and give him your feedback. But the final bit of information in today's video, I want your opinions as well. Because I currently disagree with the developers on what they are saying and what they are doing. Now, Minecraft has a little bit of realism, but it also has like fiction as well, made up characters, made up creatures. Now, going back to the ocean update, people wanted to see the likes of sharks introduced. The developers didn't introduce sharks because they're endangered. However, they have polar bears in the game, which are more endangered than sharks. Moving on to today's video, frogs were initially meant to eat fireflies. That is not going to happen now because apparently some species of fireflies are poisonous. Even though in the world out there, frogs eat, like they do eat fireflies, okay? They eat them naturally. It's a natural thing. It's nature. The developers are not going to allow frogs to eat fireflies. And here is the confirmation coming from Lady Agnes during Minecraft Now.
Frogs can eat the tiny slimes.
and that's a change. So tell us more about that.
So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, go ahead, Agnes.
the initial plan, which we also showed at Minecraft Live, was that frogs were gonna eat fireflies. But when we had shown that, we started to get lots of feedback about, but fireflies can be poisonous. The frogs are gonna die. And we didn't know that, so I actually started to read a lot about fireflies and frogs, and I learned a lot. And indeed, like fireflies are actually lots of different species. I cannot pronounce the word, but species of beetles, and some of them are poisonous. So we decided to change the design, so we don't like encourage players to feed the real frogs with fireflies, because that could be harmful for the frogs.
I gotta appreciate Lady Agnes trying to say species. It's so cute. However, because I do something in Minecraft, I'm not necessarily gonna go and do it in real life. She said it's to stop people in real life feeding fireflies to frogs. Can we stop this whole, if it happens in Minecraft, it's gonna happen in real life? Frogs are eating fireflies all the time. They do. It's natural. Now, I did a little bit of research, and this is what I found. Are fireflies poisonous to frogs? It says, fireflies get their shine on a variety of reasons that vary depending upon the species and age of the glowbug. Several of North America's some 2,000 species of fireflies produce Luciferphagans are highly toxic defensive steroid that can be deadly to birds, frogs, and reptiles. But again, it's nature. Frogs eat them regardless. It really winded me up now that they're trying to introduce this whole realism factor to Minecraft. Is that the reason why we get a lot of real-life animals in Minecraft these days rather than fictional ones? I disagree with it, but I want your opinions on it. Also, during Minecraft Now, people were asking questions, can anything eat frogs? And the developers said no. So I did a little bit of research, and guess what? Guess what animal that is in Minecraft actually eats frogs? The Ocelot. Why aren't they making that if they're doing some form of realism? And in case you don't believe me, here's what I found. The hunting abilities of an Ocelot. These largely nocturnal cats use keen sight and hearing to hunt rabbits, rodents, iguanas, fish, and frogs. They also take to the trees and stalk monkeys or birds. Plus, it would give Ocelots a use again in Minecraft. If we're talking about realism, you're not going to allow frogs to eat these fireflies because they're potentially poisonous, several out of 2,000 species, but you're not gonna let Ocelots eat frogs. Riddle me that one, community, riddle me that one. But I want to know your opinions. I think it'd be pretty cool, let Ocelots hunt frogs, because then you'd have to bring them together for that to happen. But that's the information I have for all of you. Who knows what fireflies are going to do? I'm not gonna take away from the fact that the way frogs eat slimes and magmas is pretty cool. I think it's a great alternative. I just think the reason for it originally is just a load of baloney. Anyway, have a great day. That's the Minecraft Roundup. If you made it to the end of today's video, let me know in the comments section, because you're the real MVP. I'll see you next time.